Well, this is where our friends at Ingles get in on the act, and each week they give us a little look into their kitchen. This is a segment called Chef's Kitchen. Let's see what they're up to today.
Hi everyone, and welcome to the Chef's Kitchen, where Ingles caters some of the best events anywhere. I'm Josh Michael here with Chef Kale, and today we're showing you how to make some amazing food right there at home. So Chef Kale, these grapes, we got some cheese. What are we doing today?
We're gonna do a grape chutney.
A grape, what does chutney mean?
It's any kind of relish or spread that you use with fruit.
Okay, excellent.
Okay?
All right.
So this is gonna feel weird.
Okay.
I'm gonna warn you right now. So we got red and green grapes.
Excellent, I
that
love
we just
grapes.
peeled off. Go ahead and give me some ground thyme.
Ground thyme, all of it?
Yeah.
All right, ground thyme. Thyme. I wouldn't have thought of thyme in with grapes, but okay.
All right, salt.
Salt. All right.
Some roasted pepper.
Excellent.
Go ahead and hit me with some olive oil.
Olive oil. All right.
And some red wine vinegar. Like I said, this just
yeah, that's different.
Right.
It's different. Yeah.
feels weird. It's going to be amazing.
All right.
So this is something I do when my in-laws are in town and I need to impress.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
So we're going to just throw that on our sheet pan.
All right. Just throw it on there.
There you
Spread
go.
it out. All right.
450 degrees for about 20 minutes.
Okay. All
Okay.
right. Sounds good. All right.
So I will switcheroo.
We'll do the power of TV here.
And it comes out looking like this.
Okay. Oh, nice. That's different.
Right.
I like that.
So this is a really fun spread to do when you have a really fun cheese like Cambozola.
Yeah.
Now, for those of you at home that don't know, you can get this at the deli. Cambozola is part brie and it has a blue cheese veins
Excellent.
in it.
So good. I love it.
So if you want to grab a dipper,
Okay.
these are
cool
little,
too.
yeah, these are little naan breads that you can get at the deli as well.
All right.
So we have that.
And you're just going to top it with that? That's
Throw some
simple
of
enough.
this, and just when you think you're done, you're not.
Okay.
So you get a little honey.
Excellent.
And truffle oil is like bad dad jokes. You just need 1 or 2 drops and then you're done, right?
Very limited amount.
So
I see what you did
just
there.
a little bit of that.
All right.
And you really just go until it's fragrant.
Okay.
And after that, look at that.
Oh, fancy. Look at that.
3 minutes and your in-laws are more than impressed.
That is awesome. This is great. This is like, it looks so good. It's
Right.
obviously very simple to make, and your friends and family are going to think that you're a chef when you bring this.
That's
for
right.
the holidays.
And the great thing is truffle oil is a little, it's a little hard to find.
Okay.
Not when you go to Ingles.
Excellent.
Right there on the shelves next to all the olive oils.
Awesome. Great job, Chef Kale.
Thank you.
Thanks so much for joining us here at the Chef's Kitchen. For more great recipes and to learn about having the Chef's Kitchen cater your next event, visit us online at thechefskitchen.com. That's thechefskitchen.com.
Let's
See you
make
next
one more,
time.
huh?
Right, yeah. That's awesome.
If you love football, you'll agree there is nothing more frustrating than your team losing because of a turnover late in the game. Most often that turnover was the result of a lack of focus and attention to detail. The same can be said when preparing for retirement. So joining us every Wednesday morning for your retirement coffee talk is George Fossing of North Star Financial and Retirement Planning. George is a financial advisor and retirement planning strategist with more than 24 years experience. He's a popular radio host of Stop Worrying, You're Retired, right here in the upstate. And I love when George comes on because not only does he teach us all of our money strategy tips, but we get to talk a little sports.
We do.
Yes, and the most frustrating thing is fumbling, especially fumbling in the red zone.
We're getting picked off.
Yes.
It's horrible.
Yes,
There's a
it's
couple
horrible.
games this past weekend
I know,
like that.
I know.
Pretty crazy.
Yes, and this can happen to you in retirement.
Yeah,
In the
so you have to explain to
retirement
everybody
red zone.
what the red zone is.
The red zone is
Remember?
the 20 yards right before the end zone, all right?
yeah.
You get in there and you're so close, it's like you got to come away
Right.
with 7.
Well, you're expected to
Yes.
score at some point, touchdown or field goal, right? So if you don't, the game changes a little bit. Also,
Yeah.
you're dealing with a tighter field now, right?
Yes.
The opposition is, they're forced, there's not much room to cover.
Yeah, you
That's-
can't use as many tricks,
You
too,
can't.
as,
so
you
the
know?
fundamentals come into play. The fundamentals are don't screw up.
Right.
Don't drop the ball.
Yeah.
Don't get too fancy.
Yeah.
Do what it takes to score those points and walk away a winner. So we're talking, what is the red zone in retirement or pre-retirement? Basically, it's the first 5 years before your retirement. So if you're planning on getting out at 65, it'd be age 60, and the first 5 years in your retirement. So again, so another 5 years past.
Yeah.
Why is that so important? Well, everything's magnified at that point. Like I said, if you're people that are working right now, they're 35, 40, they're back on their own 20.
Right.
You get a little more freedom to go out there, you can recover the ball, a little more creativity, I guess, if you will.
Yeah.
But when you get closer in there, you've got to go ahead and have a plan of attack and go out there and say, listen, John, hold on to that ball. Two hands, right?
Go back to the basics.
You got to go learn with the basics out there. So what are these? What do we need to do? What are the basics for the red zone in the financial world? The first lesson I share with people is something called sequence of returns. Now, with that limitation to the
Google police are out there right now. Google that.
Google that, okay? Sequence of returns. That's basically stating when the stock market, which we don't control,
right,
it can get real wobbly.
If you could learn to do that,
yes,
we'd be a lot richer.
And you're in that 20-yard, that red zone, and the stock market tanks like it did in 2008 and 2001. Now you got to remember, I was in the business. I've been doing this for close to 25 years now.
Yeah.
So I've been through these cycles. People have come in and it looked like they get stomped by a linebacker. They went through it and they lost 30, 40, 50% of the value of their portfolio. Now it came back, right? The markets come back.
Which is fine if you were younger, you had more time.
Yeah, exactly. The difference of sequence of return matters when you start taking income. It's completely looked at differently when you start, I want to use this money. I want to get in there and score a touchdown. I want to visit the grandkids, go on vacations, do these things. And if you go in there and you have too much exposure, you're holding that ball out too far, you got a good chance of that getting swatted down and going the other way and dramatically changing your whole retirement scene. It's a big deal. So finding out how much risk you have right now, the past 10 years have been extremely kind to us. We've gone down 80 yards. We're at that thing. Now you got to be smart. The rules change a little bit. You need to look at your allocation, see what's going on. Another fundamental is look at your health care. We're getting older. We usually don't get much healthier. Start looking at that. How would something happen to you or your spouse if you're married? If someone of you were to get sick and need long-term care, things like this. It's just so important, Megan, that people understand that the red zone is you can't fail. Now, football's a game.
Right.
This is your life.
Right.
And being wrong, fumbling that ball, might mean you have to go back to work or alter your spending habits the rest of your life.
It means more than just losing a game.
And the fear of outliving your money at some point. And the only dynamic is that would be just because the stock market happened to crash the day you retire within that red zone area. And there's the good news is the solution is the markets have been good right now. It's a good time to go ahead and take a look at the playbook, learn about what you need to be aware of, and take the ball uncomfortably and with confidence.
And the one that can help you write that playbook is sitting right here. So we have him on the show every Wednesday so he can help us with this. And if you want to avoid those common turnovers in retirement, let George help you out. All right, he's got a great offer. You can call the number on your screen, 309-8146, for your complimentary 1-hour review and consultation. George and his team will meet with you one-on-one to create your retirement game plan. Having the proper plan in place can potentially help guide you around market crashes and fourth quarter turnovers. Again, that number, 309-8146, and be one of the first 5 qualified callers with retirement assets. And you can get your 1-hour review and consultation with George and North Star Financial. And don't forget, he now has offices in Greenville, Hendersonville, and Asheville.